Hey guys, welcome back to 403 Motorsports. Today's video is going to be the unboxing and review and install of the Amazon DNA Motoring catback for the 9604 Mustang. I saw this catback on Amazon a few months ago. I was hesitant about buying it, but when there was a price drop to 180 bucks and came out to 190 after taxes, I jumped on it and bought it, and let's see how it works. Apparently it's supposed to be a Borla Attack knockoff from what I read online. Not sure if it's true, but we'll open it up and see how it looks. Today helping us is my good friend Dan. He's going to be helping us with the install and also reviewing the catback. That won't go on video. Alright, here's the catback. We're going to pop it open and see how it looks. Alright. Make sure you leave knives down like that, because it's the safest way to leave them.
Open.
Okay, don't do that.
Cut straps. Forgets to cut the tape.
Listen, usually the tape's already pouring off, it just falls right off.
One job.
One job?
One job.
Got the muffler here. Not bad looking. The walls look actually pretty good. I'm gonna zoom in on them real quick. Same on both sides. Look like 3-inch tips. No, they don't look like the stock Mustang tips. They don't look very nice.
Not bad though.
Not bad, but I prefer the original look.
2.5-inch piping all the way.
Yeah, 2.5. Would prefer 3, but beggars can't be choosers.
And lower
Always-
thing.
Always change them out later on. Make it look a little nicer. Both of the hangers fit because the car's been hacked up. Which, by the way, I figured out my no start issue with the key.
Yeah.
The apparently the issue was there was a remote start in the car before.
Fucking hate those.
Well, it was taken out, but everything was just cut. The one power wire that runs from the harness to the ignition switch just had a piece of wire wrapped around it. It worked before, and I think the issue was when I took the old steering shaft out and put the solid one in, I might have hit it and knocked the wire loose. Because it was, I let it just put a little pressure on it, just popped right off. I kind of just twisted it together just to get it going.
Yeah.
Turn the key, and it fired right up.
Did you rip it all out yet?
What? The
rest of the...
No, because a lot of stuff was like, it was like spliced in, the wire, and he taped it up, but I guess when he took that one off, he just maybe broke it apart and just kind of threw it back together. So let's help with.
Wiring hack jobs. Another muffler.
Another one. I mean, overall, all the welds look pretty good. And the mufflers seem like they're pretty solid. They're kind of like they're pinched together at the ends and welded, but we'll see how they look. Pretty good quality so far. I'm surprised, especially being only 180 bucks.
It's not bad at all.
No. All right, so now we'll roll the car in here. We'll get the old H pipe off. Get the new X pipe on, which I have in a box that I already opened, so there's no point in doing an unboxing video of. And then put it all together. All right, I'm gonna pull the car into the garage, and I fixed the issue where I couldn't start with the key. Turns out it was just the bad wiring. Here she go. All right, got the X pipe hung up. Just leaving it hanging down for now until we get the mid pipes put on, so we can see where we need to adjust it. Did start the car up. It sounds significantly quieter, but it has a different tone to it, which is what I like. It's a little more refined. So we'll put the a little more adult. No more kid stuff. All right, so put the other rest of the exhaust on, and then we'll show it to you and give you a nice sound clip. All right, got the rear tip pipes on. They were a little bit of a pain in the ass. We lift the car up higher, and the driver's side of the wheel had, actually the passenger side of the wheel had to come off just so we can swing in there just enough. All right, so the exhaust is all up, everything's bolted up. Tried to get it to sit as close as possible to the frame. It's kind of tough, especially with not knowing exactly what I'm working with. Being with the exhaust is kind of on the cheap side. Everything fit pretty good except for the rear passenger side tip. It's sticking out quite a bit compared to driver's side. Tried adjusting the X pipe as much as possible and it just didn't work. I might have to bring it to an exhaust shop, have those tips cut off and the ones that I won't put on, and then everything adjusted up. It's really nothing else we could do with it. Then again, it's a $100 system, so I really can't complain. So now we're gonna start it up and then give a little sound clip. All right, so overall $180 exhaust system. Kind of pleased with it, except for the rear tip. It's kind of bothers the hell out of me. The install was pretty easy. It fit nicely over the rear axle. The pipe's pretty good shape. The clamps work pretty well. The gasket's so far holding up, even though it's only been around a couple times. Dan, hey, what's your take on the exhaust?
I'm a perfectionist and my OCD is kicking me in the ass as well with those tips, but other than that, I feel like it's not a bad deal. Nice sound, it's not too loud at all. Nice tone, and is kind of like the Borla systems that don't give you too much noise, but a nice tone, so all in all, not bad.
All right, so the real question is, if you had a Mustang, would you pay $180 for this exhaust system?
No.
Oh.
I like loud.
Okay. So apparently it's not loud enough. That was another little bummer too. I thought it'd be a little bit louder having long tube headers, even though it's a catted X pipe. So The full exhaust, Cook's long tube headers, Cook's X pipe with high flow cats, and then the DNA Motoring catback. So anyone that's considering getting it, if you have a similar exhaust, that's how it's probably going to sound. Might sound a little bit different with the H pipe, probably a little more muscle car, not as much rasp, even though this doesn't really have any, which is surprising. But here it is. Glad you guys got to watch the video. Thanks for watching 403 Motorsports. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my page as well as the Instagram page. See ya.